Like at the most inopportune times. Like, where's your awareness? Gonna get CPS called on you. Me. I don't know why I can't find a good job. Also me on my first day on the job. Driver tells kids to go yourselves and then abandon school bus at gas station. Yeah. I wonder why you can't keep a good job.
It's like, who taught them to know better?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
You know what? I go to the skating rinks and I see these dudes and the chicks. I just have to wow, this shit is so dope.
Shit, I was telling Rasan I was pissed off that everybody started using roller skates again because years ago I was like, I want to get some old school roller skates.
Why you gonna do Riri like that? Rest the forehead, but that's just disrespectful.
Oh my god. Kids are own hotel rooms, a whole different goddamn bonanza.
It is like when we went to Vegas just recently with me, my friend Michelle, and her dude, and like Tikia went, and she took her son who's 21. I took Junior. It was like a bunch of them. The boys had their own room right next. Well, actually, we had got this fucking suite, Tammy. The suite was like a 2-bedroom apartment. I be having to just watch when I go to the skating rink.
I know.
I be like, hold up. That's when I get my little drink and shit and be like, let me sit down and just like watch some of this shit.
Just watch, right?
Or you move towards the inner part and let them do their little thing. This shit here. It's right in the middle of the fucking strip. On the strip.
Middle of the shit.
On the fucking strip. In the middle of all the fuck shit. Which is what I try to be a part of when I'm
part of the fuck shit when I go out there too.
Yes.
Doesn't want to be, right?
Yes.
Shit.
I be like, hold on now, guys. I'd have to question everything.
Why do people call good stuff shit when shit's shitty? Good stuff shit. Like,
there's a difference. It's like it could be some shit, or it could be some shit.
Ugh.
Because if it's some shit, that's like, yeah. But if it's some shit, it's like, oh, I want to get in that shit.
That's good enough. I was like, hold on, I didn't rap that great. I rapped that again. There was some shit hanging out, and I was like, no. Anyhow, I'm getting there. I'm getting there on this. I have to think. What was I doing next?
Why are your eyes like that?
But why you doing like It's the fingers. Look at the fingers.
Look at all the fingers.
How many she got?
Able to stay awake. I had to study the fucking Constitution. I had to pass a test.
Black people shouldn't have to Black people shouldn't have to deal with that. That shit was not written for us.
That shit is so fucking frustrating. None of that shit really matters for us. First of all, Christopher Columbus and them didn't even go to high school, nothing. These are just motherfuckers that just grew up and were president, wrote that shit, and we're still following that shit today from some motherfuckers we know were ignorant. We know that they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
But everything they did, they were
was
right.
for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the piece in the Constitution that pissed me off. They're super dope. Okay, let's see something. They be having motherfuckers that split something. Look at these, like,
it does. It makes you want to just get out.
It does. Oh my God! Look at his skates. Look like Timberlands.
You know what, Tammy? They have when you go to the skate rink, I've seen motherfuckers with Jordans that got fucking wheels on the bottom. That you can get skates on anything.
What? After not in Atlanta, it's a big thing, but not out here. Like nobody did roller skates. Like
I was about to say, I want to see it too.
At all. I gotta get me some roller skates. Like, I mean, everybody's all I
Amazon.
don't like trends. I don't like trends. Like when everybody starts doing it, it makes me like not want to do it. In the preamble, the beginning of the Constitution, it says how they want to reserve their rights and their privileges. And I was telling Yazzie, I was like, they weren't talking about Black people back then.
It was a right to
in the Constitution. Yeah, in the Constitution, they pretty much said they reserve the right to their privileges.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Like as if their privileges can't be taken away.
And that's the first thing that they want to do to anybody. If you get in trouble, you take privileges away, but you want to set it up in writing because we know how they feel about shit in writing here to where y'all privileges are intact.
Oh yeah, they want to make sure that Black people stay locked up too. That's like a extension of slavery, you know. And even during slavery, there were white indentured servants or whatever. They try to like sprinkle that in to make it seem like they're not putting us back in slavery, but we're not.
Like no, and it's a difference because indentured servitude, they were paid and they were allowed to go home.
Oh yeah, and they also didn't get beat up with tarred and anything else.
Raped and all that shit. Their fucking kids taken from them, husbands.
Oh my God.
That video, the little white girl, she's like 5 or 6, and the mom was like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" She was like, "I'm a Black woman." I was like,
oh yes, I have seen that.
Like, I want to be a Black woman.
Look at this white dude in Atlanta. Like,
hey, let me tell you something. Some of these white dudes out here, don't get it twisted. But that goes back to soon as y'all break up.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Okay, you got to see the show called Underground Railroad.
I watched that whole season.
Me too.
Now look,
finished.
The one that I'm watching now, I finished the one that just came out. There's another one that came out in 2016 called Underground. And
I watched Underground too. I watched Underground. I watched that.
You talking the one with Journey Smollett, the light skin. I'm watching that one right now. I'm on the
that
second
shit is good
in the second season, and I was watching this shit and I was sitting up like, why am I doing this shit to myself? And I gotta go back to work and be around these fucking
people. That's the part.
It's like after seeing that, it's almost like
I had a breakdown. I think that Black people have PTSD that is sent down through their DNA. I had a breakdown finishing that Underground Railroad yesterday. I hate him.
When your hand slips and you accidentally open Microsoft.
That shit never closes. This shit takes forever.
All day.
You gotta restart this shit. Because you know what? It's when you think about everything that Cora went through.
Oh my God!
Just like I'm watching this one now, I'm at the point where let me see, Rosalie.
Oh my goodness.
She just got with Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
And they're getting ready to try to free Noah. They were trying to do it through the courts. That white guy who's the abolitionist.
I know where you're at.
Yes, but they're like, okay, well, they're gonna end up hanging him. So now they're trying to put together a plan to snatch him from the gallows and escape to the north.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God.
This is happening where you at.
Yeah.
This is happening where you're at, man. If I was you, I'd be like, my homies, I'd be like, man, let's go to the skate rink.
We do. Like, the one that everybody want to go to is like Cascade, but we go to all of them. We be going to, it just depends. I have a friend named Erica that skates. But we be going to the skate rink is motherfucking fun. It's something to do.
Oh my God, they're so dope.
Yeah, like, what do you treating bad? You see videos of, like you said, Black women getting locked in beauty supply stores. You're being accused of stealing, and we've done nothing but walk in. All the products that you sell are for Black women. Then you treat Black women bad when we come to buy the products. So it's almost like you want to stop Asian hate. Okay, how about this? Just like how my pastor said, and I'm saying it too.
That she did, explaining her account of what happened. That he had picked up, and the man, the owner, he said something to me. I took it from my son and I threw it back in the store. I just threw it down because I was trying to discipline my son at the same time. And so we turned on and walked on out the store. I thought it was all done. And next thing I know, he was just right behind me. And I'm probably about right here. And I'm walking out and he's behind me saying something in his language. I don't know.
I know, like,
Boiled
motherfuckers
eggs for
laugh their
lunch
asses off.
by Gil M. Who peeled them Edward Scissorhands?
But it was aggressive. And so I turned around to say something verbally back to him. And then I went ahead and, no, that's not him. And then I went ahead and got up in his face, as y'all can probably see on the video. And then I attempted to walk away. It looks like I hit him, but I didn't. I just turned around and say, I'm not, walking away. And as I walked away, he grabbed my arm and spit me and ran. And he just hit me in my mouth. And as you can see,
every fucking store up and down the street and every piece of food that's sold in a black neighborhood is from an Arab, a Mexican, not a Mexican, an Arab or an Asian or a white person. It's like we don't even have enough sense to get together as a community and be like, hey, wait, you're not gonna just set up another store in our neighborhood, bruh. You have to come out here and come in the community, do something with the kids, do something with the old, earn your fucking way into our community, and then we'll patronize you and give you our fucking money. We're not gonna give you money and you treat us bad.
Here for you. Every dollar here is shit. What are you here for? What are you here for? Because he beats down on us. Because he beats down on us. What are you here for?
It's like roller skates too, so I don't care how big you are, you still climb.
Yep. And you know
they
what?
Don't like when black people they don't like when we have stuff. They hate it.
You know what it is? Black people, we just got so much rhythm and soul and talent. We take stuff and we turn it into something that everybody can like and just be like, damn, this shit is cool.
Right.
It's just a part of us.
Well,
it's like, do you not allow us to do that shit? I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of fucking these fucking bitches walking around here all made after one fucking. Everybody has these same titties, same ass, same waistline, same fucking weave with the same baby hair, same fucking eyebrows, lashes fucking out to here. Goddamn.
Yeah.
It's fucking embarrassing. Now, don't get me wrong. I was a person that would wear a weave. I had to fucking learn, you know what it was? That movie Bad Hair, and that sounds so stupid. But I had to, look.
I don't sound stupid.
It's a part of us.
But then nobody likes it.
As soon as you add a little black into it, it just gets better.
It just changes. Everything changes.
Better. It's better. Let's just fucking say it. You add a little black and that shit is fucking better. It's like adding a little bit of extra sugar, some extra honey on it. Come on, man. I was in here crying watching this shit.
That was the brother. But the brother was his kid too.
And you see what they did to Sam? And that's why their mom's team got his ass.
Right.
I sat up in the bed to clap on that shit.
Twizzlers taste like as if someone was vaguely thinking of cherries whilst melting plastic bags into a pasta noodle press.
So true.
Nah, don't do Twizzlers like that.
It do taste
that used
like
to be my road trip snack.
Describe that.
A pack of Twizzlers and a Red Bull. What?
I like Red Moms. I hate Twizzlers. Right, white people watch these kind of series and they're like, wow, but for us, it strikes a nerve.
Right.
Because there's somebody in our history that actually went through that. It's like a family story. If to white people it's acted, to us, it's our fucking family story.
Right.
So it's like, I'm like you said, I was watching this shit getting so emotional. Like, this is somebody's real fucking story. Yeah, they made it up and they wrote it, but this happened. Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, how do you get to still exist when we all know that you're rich because of enslaved people?
It's almost like, how are you guys not a criminal organization?
Right.
Sorry, man. My people are not gonna take credit for that. Hold up. Hello, Lucky Star. Hi. Can I get one chow mein, a portion of chips, pot of curry sauce, and a placenta, please?
Oh.
Bye, Winston. Come here, dogs. You want a treat? Come here, you want a treat?
What's the difference between them and the mob?
There is no difference. It's just that, okay, so like I was telling you, the motherfuckers that created the Constitution was partners like me. Like if it was me, you, and a couple other people like in a room, like, hey, so in 13 states or whatever, it's all out of control. There ain't no rules and shit. There was no federal government back then. And they were like, you know what, fuck that. Let's rule. This is kind of like the Handmaid's Tale, that part where they sat in the room and they were like, let's just rule everything. Like everyone's gonna listen to us. We're rich. These were a group of the rich folks, right? There was only about 10 of them or so. They made this motherfucking rules.
How is he so good at making people look so bad?
I didn't know how to make it funny.
Who is this young lady?
Okay. And the first rules before the Constitution, it was something else called the Articles of Confederation. It sucked, but those are the motherfuckers that started. And then here comes Christopher Columbus with no degree and no high school diploma, no nothing. And he was like, they were like, okay, well, let's write up the rules of the country. We still follow the fucking rules today. And it was so bad that they had to come up with the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, because there was nothing protecting the people.
Take that back. It may not be all of them. There's some that are genuinely, probably never do that. But there's it's that small faction of the ones that are fake. The ones that hang out with black people but then go home and be like, those fucking niggers. There's some that genuinely love us, but then there's some that are fake. So I'm talking about the fake.
Like there was nothing, like if there was a war, this is what the Third Amendment was for. If there's a war, soldiers could just, I need sleep and I need some food. And you'd have to let them in. And you'd have to let them sleep. And it was happening. And so they had to amend the Constitution to where that couldn't happen anymore. Can you believe that shit was happening?
It makes you, I just want to go to Canada.
Turns out pineapple is the worst thing you can put on pizza. No cheese means not a pizza. That's just vegetables on top.
Canada has, why do they say that it's bad because somebody's giving out some free healthcare? Why is that irritating to people?
That's a fucking God-given right to be treated if you're sick.
Right, right. I don't understand.
How is it that doctors can take a Hippocratic oath and then have a fee schedule?
Right.
Those don't go together. You mean to tell me you gave an oath to take care of people, blah, 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 but then you have a price schedule. It's like, yeah, I'm going to do it, but do you got $5,000?
Or I'm only going to do it if this oath only matters for people that pay.
I swear to fulfill this covenant. I pledge to use my whole spirit, knowledge, and skills to serve my patients. I will strive to cure wherever possible, to heal to the best of my abilities, and to
cure whenever
always.
Possible.
I will constantly challenge my biases and assumptions.
Oh, really?
So that I can provide the best care to patients.
Oh, really?
Regardless of color, creed, class.
We know
gender,
that's a damn lie.
nationality.
That's a goddamn lie.
I will listen to and honor my patients' stories by protecting their privacy and promoting their interests as they define them.
They don't do this.
I pledge to serve my community. I will recognize the richness that others add to my life. I will be kind.
I
The
highly
principles
doubt
of
it.
justice and equity
I mean, I will be
guide my
cocky
actions,
and
and I will
biased.
work to combat
and
not
racist.
only the biological but also the
And if you ain't
socio-political
got money, I
threats
ain't
to
gonna
health,
treat your ass either.
especially for those with the least power to advocate for themselves.
What?
I will
Look
honor
at
my
her laughing.
teachers who have
Look
nurtured
at her
my
laughing. The
development.
white girl right there.
I pledge to
She's
avoid
laughing.
complacency
Say
in
the
my
oath,
education,
bitch.
to constantly advance
Say
my
the oath,
understanding,
bitch.
and to help others to
What
do
the
the same.
fuck?
I will remember that knowledge is only a tool, and in making new discoveries, I shall never use people as a means to an end. Finally, I will remember to nurture myself, so I can be at my best to nurture others. In doing so, I will help create a universal culture of unconditional support and encouragement. From this day forward,
Yeah,
I
right.
commit.
Yeah, right. That's all I have to say. That, don't go for that interview. Motherfuckers,
Go
like,
somewhere
I'm gonna go get any kind of job. I'm just gonna go get any job. And then they get any
And that-
job, like, I fucking hate this job.
It's like, but and that's what I be thinking. Like when I go into places, and it's like, because I hate going in, and first thing you see, and it's so unfortunate, you see some young black girl, and and with her face sitting there like,
I
and then
know.
you thinking like, and I always be thinking like, it's always these young girls who are actually really cute. Ooh, I like the little mini ones that come in that.
You don't like put their weird hand on your shoulder.
Why do we treat each other that way?
I'm sure nobody went out on the street and captured you in a life-size net and said, you're gonna salt these fries.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna salt these fries and serve them up hot, bitch. When we close, we're gonna chain you to the fucking fryer. And in the morning, you're gonna salt fries again, bitch. No one caught you and said your name is now Teresa McDonald, because you're owned by McDonald's. You're gonna stay in the McDonald's plantation. It's a fucking choice. So I be feeling like when I get to that goddamn window to get my food that I ordered with a smile on my face, but it was behind a fucking speaker, so you didn't see.
Right.
Take my card and swipe it.
Them stimulus jokes disappeared quicker than the money. It was like hocus pocus back to broken. Low-key, I ain't seen not one joke. Yo, everybody came back down to earth.
Oh my god. Give me my food. Give me the extra ketchup I'm asking for. Don't charge me 25 cents for sweet and sour,
Like,
bitch.
what are they
You
doing?
don't own the sweet and sour.
Period.
Give it to me.
You don't.
You don't have an attitude.
What is it with the charging of the sauces? When the fuck did that happen? Because at the end
First
of
of all,
they said we're having a ranch shortage. I remember I went to a McDonald's and they said they were having a ranch shortage.
like, are you fucking serious? Y'all better act. It's like if you don't take your ass to fucking Kroger and get some Hidden Valley Ranch mix and some sour cream and come back and make up some ranch and put that shit in sandwich baggies and hand it out this goddamn window. Oh, look at this border.
Look at me. Look at the lady in the background. Nobody is safe in the pictures, man.
Oh, that's Tory Lane. You know what I really like? Those Ferrero Rocher that have the hazelnut. And it's, those right there, Jemima had got me a box. And when I tell you, Junior was in here and was like, you can't eat all of those.
I just looked up beach cruisers, and guess what?
And that's what kind I want. I told him I don't want to buy it.
Butt. Yeah. You need to have a big butt seat too.
Yeah, but it's like the way the tires are, the way the handlebars are with that padding. Beach cruisers are so comfortable.
Skating teams over there where you're at are so tight. Like, I actually want to like show some of that.
I have a couple friends that skate. Yeah.
So.
Man, there is skating rinks all over Atlanta, and you're right. But that's something that Black people have always liked to do. You know, Aunt Bonnie still skate.
But they took away everything we like to do so they could just call us criminals and then say, well, why don't you guys do stuff? It's like you took away the community centers. I want to stop there real quick. You took away the community centers. You took away like any extracurricular activity. Black kids can't even ride a fucking bike. They might get pulled the fuck over. Kids, they're getting
we riding in the street.
Yeah. Did you see that video of them black kids? They were all handcuffed. They were about 12. They were all handcuffed, sitting on the grass with a white officer and an black officer and an Asian officer. Here we go. The black officer, the dude that was recording was just like, I can't believe you. And the black officer was just so white. And then it just reminded me of that when black people get power, and I'm talking as a black person.
Like an overseer.
Exactly. You get power and then you're like all of a sudden this fucking asshole and you don't even care about your own people at all. That's why I think the word brown nosing, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, brown nosing. You acting like a uppity. Oh my God.
Who is this gentleman? I don't know him.
Yes, that is it.
But see, the thing is, what them officers and even them overseers didn't understand is you still a nigga. So when you do the wrong thing, when you fuck up, they're gonna remind you. You're not one of us.
They're gonna put your ass in your place.
Thanks for doing some of the work and rounding your people up, but you're not one of us.
You're not one of us.
That reminds me of that video of that little girl who was like, I want to be a black woman. Have you seen it?
I'm talking about the fake. I feel it. Look, I got caught myself just watching the thing like, damn,
I was about to say, there we go.
I'm gonna get off and lay down in my bed and like watch all these videos.
I'm serious.
This makes
Begging Chinese for Lunch by Ryan D.
that shit funny. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna introduce my kids to that.
Now this one is just OD, TP. You didn't have to do it like that. Look at the fingers.
Who is that?
Look at the fingers. Tammy, there's
my
so
thing
many
is, how does he
of
know what part to accentuate? How does he
Exactly.
know that we would never know? Like, only that artist knows that.
I was about to say, only an artist would understand what's going on with the necks and the fingers.
Right. It's like, he's like, look, something wrong with them eyes. I'm about to make those look
Like, exactly. It's almost like you look at the picture and it's unsatisfying to your eyes to where you have to appreciate it. Like, this is what, when I see this is what I see.
Right. Oh my
This is how I see it. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, my freaking that shit is so funny. Yeah. You know that some people are going to college to get jobs that don't make no money. You know that some people are going to college to own nonprofits. Some people are going to college to do things that don't make a lot of money. So why the fuck don't you just charge people for what they want their profession to, for their major? Like, different majors cost different. So if your major is the arts, it might cost you $10,000 less to go to school. If your major is pre-law, you should have to pay a bigger tuition fee because the job you're gonna get is gonna pay more. Not just charge everybody the same shit.
Right.
Whether you're a doctor or a fucking teacher,
Yeah.
But on a past video that I did about Black women needing to boycott these Asian-owned beauty supply stores because there was clearly instances of Black women being physically attacked, a viewer reached out to me and identified themselves as being the cousin of the woman who was punched in her mouth by the racist store owner June of Anna and June's beauty supply store.
Okay,
all
cool.
right, go handle the shit.
All right, I'm going to get a salad.
Brilliant. That's so funny. I imagine you eating a salad like 2 minutes ago for no reason at all in my brain. Yeah. For some reason, the time flashed by when we got on and you were eating a salad. You had just got back and you were eating a salad. And that was in my head. And it was like an olive. I don't know if I saw an olive, but I remember an olive. Like, I remember
That is so funny you said that, because when I thought about getting a salad, before I even said it, before we got on, I was going to go to Chick-fil-A, get that lemon kale salad, and come home and put some green olives on my salad. I keep those because I love those green olives.
Right, me too.
Green olives on my salad.
Yes, see?
That is so
That's
weird.
crazy.
That's why I was like,
I feel like she was trying to discipline her child, and this Asian store owner was getting aggressive with her, and the way that she turned away from him lets me know that she was just basically saying like, whatever, like, I'm gonna go on. I want you guys to listen to this video.
But you don't say that about Hispanics.
Well, we joke all the time.
Well, why would you say that? What would you say? Would you say that's horrible? Why would you say they have to
Why
be
would that be horrible?
because they have to be an American, they have to come to America to speak English?
Well, I can't say that they have to. America has no language.
So
You
just
have
because they
to.
don't know, they have
I
to.
was only joking around with
So
her.
why would
Get
you
it
say that?
straight, get it right. I was only joking around. All right, are you
But then you said
Spanish?
it-
I'll speak Italian.
Okay, but then you said
So what's a big deal?
you said it when you walked over here. You're like, they have to speak American. They have to be whatever. You just,
No, I don't know.